Snowpack Park is a Wii Ware game from the awesome people at Skip, who have previously created Gift Pia, Chibi Robo, and oh yes, Captain Rainbow. For 800 Wii points, you get a relaxing, slow-paced, snowy adventure that includes minigames, item collecting, and not to mention a few penguins to play with. Okay, lots of penguins to play with. You've arrived at Snowpack Park and you're looking to take care of cute little penguins. You might need some help though, so luckily you meet up with Sam the Penguin. He's not your ordinary penguin though, which should be pretty obvious just by looking at him. Every penguin on the island has a mood, and it's important to make sure your clan of cute and cuddly penguins stay very happy. You can do this by calling out to them, playing minigames, feeding them chowfish, and even giving them a nice rub down. Okay, he's enjoying that way too much. All this having fun with your penguins is going to earn you some well-deserved friend points at the end of the day. Snowpack Park, just like Chibi Robo and Captain Rainbow, is based on an in-game clock. Now, it's common knowledge that while a few penguins are great, many penguins are even better. That's where your friend points come in very handy. You spend them like money to soar away via balloons to different lands and find more penguins. Once you've arrived, you can begin picking up the penguins and tossing them into the net. The trick, however, is that you're only given a certain time limit, and if you don't pull this rope in time, you won't be taking anything back with you. You can also find rare accessories and items in these faraway locations. Penguins love to snack on chowfish, so it's a very good idea to pull out your fish sticks and walk around until they spread open, which then indicates that you found some yummy chowfish under the ice. The longer you let the fish nibble at the bobber, the more you'll end up pulling in. However, if you wait too long, the fish will get away, so timing here is a very important skill to master. You can also sit down at special locations on the island to do some ocean fishing for tuna, pufferfish, and even more accessories. Scattered throughout Snowpack Park are these very fun little minigames you can play with your pack of penguins. There's basketball, curling, keep away, chowfish tossing, bowling, and even special igloo games that you can only access once you've found the hidden keys. I really like how the minigames are designed in a very open fashion to where you can just walk up to them and play without any load times or menu screens. It's very clear that Snowpack Park is not going to win any awards for its graphics. The models and environments have a limited amount of detail, but honestly, the game's simplicity does make for a pretty charming visual style once you get used to it. This is usually the case for pretty much all Skip games. They're not technical achievements, but they do have a unique vibe to their visuals and art style. The overworld map is pretty large, and you can have up to 100 penguins on screen at once, which frankly is pretty impressive. One thing I do want to point out is that the separate locations you can float away to have a lot more style to their textures than the main overworld map. As you can see here, there's a somewhat sketched, hand-drawn design to the grass and the rocks. I really love the visual style in these different areas, and I really wish the main park had this kind of style instead of just being a typical snow texture everywhere. I realize there will be some people who think this game's graphics are horrible, but anybody who is willing to give them a chance should eventually warm up to the look, and I think even grow to enjoy it after time. The soundtrack here is pretty unique, and certainly sounds like it fits right in with other Skip games. I love how Sam the Penguin even speaks with a classic Skip gibberish accent. There's not a ton of music, but what's here is pretty catchy and almost trippy sounding. Personally, I think the music and sound effects add a lot to the game's personality. It took me about 12 hours to gather up 100 penguins in Snowpack Park. That time will obviously differ depending on how you play the game. There's a good amount of replay value here though. For starters, you can play minigames again and again to try for high scores. You can also collect all the accessories and then plop them onto your penguins, which, as you can see, is incredibly adorable. And you can also collect new coats for your character to wear. You can even get to know more about each penguin by weighing them, measuring their height, learning their gender, and finally their name. If you don't like the name the game has given to the penguin, you can always just make up your own name. Snowpack Park has lots of secrets to unlock and plenty of fun little things to keep you busy for, I would say, about 8 to 12 hours. Overall, Snowpack Park is one of the most fun experiences I have personally had on WiiWare. It's not an action-packed game, it's not in your face and very exciting, but if you're looking for something to play more casually and at a slower pace, I would guess that you're really going to enjoy this. It's definitely a fun winter-themed game, and it carries on the tradition of uniquely entertaining skip titles. It may not appeal to everybody, but if you like unique types of games, you really can't go wrong here.